Hey, what's up, Photography Mafia? Are you guys thinking about buying Luminar Neo? Well, let's quickly review the software and the 7 things that I like most about it. So let's get started. So right now I'm in the catalog, which is similar to the Lightroom library, but it's not a comprehensive library. That's okay. The main thing that Luminar Neo is made for is AI editing or fast photography editing. So what I'm going to do is go to some of my photos here, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite tools. So I'm going to go to the edit section, and the first tool I'm going to look at is the enhance AI. And in order to do that, let me choose a different photo. This is a astrophotography photo that I took in Patagonia, I believe, but let me go to a different image here. I'm going to go to, let's say, this image right here. So this image looks pretty flat. It's pretty interesting. It's got the sky, the mountains, and the foreground. This is outside of the Salar de Uyuni in Bolivia. And I'm going to show you the Enhance AI right here. And what the Enhance AI does is it automatically adjusts exposure, contrast, saturation, and so forth. So it adjusts a bunch of settings to make your adjustments faster. So for example, I'm going to increase the accent AI here. And now you can see this image already looks a lot better. Let me show you the before and after by clicking on this eye icon. This is the before and after. And then I can also improve the sky if I want, just by increasing the sky enhancer adjustment, just like that. And now if I want to add a little bit more color, I can go to this color section here. And then let's say there's some orange, red, and maybe some yellow here. So in the saturation section of the HSL, I can increase the orange, the red, and the yellow. And just to make this image a little bit more interesting, I'm going to close this color section and just add a slight vignette, just like that. And here's the before and after, and here's the split screen. So just with a few adjustments in a couple of minutes, I was able to make this photo look real good. And that's the main tool right here called the Enhance AI with the Accent AI and the Sky Enhancer. The second tool that I really like is the Relight AI, which is under the creative section right here. I'm going to click on that and let me go to a different photo. So let's go to this photo here. So you can see the photo at the top or in the sky, the highlights are a little bit bright and then the foreground is a little bit dark. So I can relight that if I want. I can click on the relight tool right here. And now we have this brightness near, which affects this part, and the brightness far, which affects this part. So I can adjust the brightness near and make it a little bit brighter if I want, and the brightness far, make it a little bit darker. And then I can also adjust the depth just like that. So you got to be careful that you don't go overboard, but I'm just showing you and over exaggerating these sliders to give you a better example. And of course, we can combine this with the Enhance AI. So I will go here, go to the Accent AI, increase this and increase the Sky Enhancer. And then suppose I want to readjust the relighting, I'll go back to that. And then you can see there's no adjustments here. So in order to make adjustments to your previous adjustments, you go to the edit section, which is kind of like your history. And here's the relight. And I'm going to decrease the brightness near, just like that. And the brightness far, just like that. And of course I can adjust the depth if I want. Now let's take a look at the before and after of this image, how it looks for now. And one thing we can do is, I don't like how it looks in total. So what I can do is I can go back to the tool section, go to color, and maybe increase the saturation of the green, or maybe I'll just increase the saturation of everything, including the vibrance. And the vibrance affects the colors that barely have any saturation, just like that, and just like that. So let's take a look at the before and after using the relighting and the enhanced AI. So we were able to combine two of the AI tools in Luminar Neo just like that, and we were able to edit this photo pretty fast. Now let's take a look at another tool that I really love. I'm gonna go to this photo I took in Patagonia. Interesting photo, but again, it's soft and there's a lot of haze in this photo. So what I can do is use the twilight enhancer to make this image a little bit more interesting. So I'm gonna go to the landscape section right here, and here's the twilight enhancer. And for the twilight enhancer, the preset that I love is this Mauve one. I think I'm butchering the name, but let me just increase the amount. And just like that, this image looks a lot better. Here's the before and here's the after. There's a few other presets here as well. Here's the golden, the emerald, which looks pretty interesting, but I really love this Mauve one that Luminar Neo offers for free. And of course, I can adjust the exposure just like that. And now, just like the previous photos, I can correct or improve the image by increasing the accent AI here and maybe the sky enhancer just like that. So let's see the before and after of the enhanced AI. And what I think I'm gonna do is go to the develop section here, go to the curves tool, slightly increase the midtones just like that. And then I'm going to add a vignette just like that. And I can decrease this size like that. And now this image looks really good. Take a look at the before and after. Just like that, we were able to quickly correct or improve this image. Another tool that I really love from Luminar Neo is the mystical tool, which is in the creative section. And let me show you how that works. I'm going to go to a particular photo. Let me see. Yep, this photo right here. I took this in Wakachina. This is an oasis. You can see the water here. And this photo already looks pretty good without any adjustments. But what I can do is go to the mystical section in the creative area right here. Click on the mystical tool. And now watch what happens when I increase this amount slider, just like that. And now this image already has like a nice glow or dreamy look to it. I can change the shadows or decrease it like that, and then increase the amount just like that. And then there's this smoothness that affects kind of like the detail or the sharpness of this image. And let's take a look at the before and after. Before and after. So just with one tool, the mystical tool, and a couple of its sliders, I was able to dramatically improve this photo. There's also this colorize section here if you want to warm it up or cool it down or give it a tint or anything like that. But most of the time you just need to use these three sliders to make this image pop. And let's take a look at the before and after. If you like astrophotography and you have problems with noise reduction, there is a really good tool called Noiseless from Luminar Neo, and let me show you how that works. So with this photo that I took, I believe in Patagonia, I'm going to zoom in here. You can see the noise in this image, and I'm going to just open up Noiseless, which is under the image quality area. And I'm going to click on that, and it has an AI options right here. So usually I like low or middle. I'm going to click on low right here, and it just takes a few seconds to process. Now let's take a look at the before and after. So you can already see this image looks really good in terms of the noise reduction. And if I want to decrease more of the luminance noise or the color noise and add detail or sharpness, I can still do that. Now let me zoom out of this image and let me show you the before and after. You may need to view this at full screen on your monitor to see the before and after difference. And there's a very noticeable change I can see, but it's easier to see if I zoom in just like that with the noise reduction. And I do want to show you a different photo that I edited here. This photo I edited in my Luminar Neo tutorial, which is in another video. So if you want to see how I did that, make sure to go check it out. I'll show you the before and after of this edit. including some noise reduction. So it looks pretty cool, especially with this tint of the purple or magenta hue. Now, the next tool that I want to show you is the sharpening tool, or it's called Super Sharp. And this is great if you have a beginner camera or a lens that is pretty soft. And I'll demonstrate that to you right now. So I'm going to go to this photo right here that I took of a cardinal. And this photo, I took it with a beginner camera, the Canon R100 mirrorless camera and the 55 to 210 millimeter lens. So if I click on the catalog here, I can see the lens right here, 55 to 210, and it is a Canon R100. And you can see the shutter speed was pretty slow, 1/400th, and the ISO is at 320. But anyways, let me click on this photo. And if I zoom in here, you can see the cardinal does look a little bit blurry. And the main reason was I was like hurrying, trying to photograph this guy before he flew away. So it is a little bit soft. And on top of that, this image does have a lot of dead or negative space. So I'm wasting pixels around here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the edit section. I'm going to go to Super Sharp, and now watch this. I'm just going to click on this low option here of the Super Sharp AI, and it looks like it did nothing, but let's take a look at the before and after. So this is the before and this is the after. Before and after. So you can see the drastic improvement in the feathers of this cardinal. I can also show you the middle AI tool of Super Sharp. Now let's take a look at how it looks here. And here's the before and after of the middle Super Sharp option, which looks pretty good as well. So if I zoom out here, and let me hide this split view, now you can see this image looks a lot better. Here's the before and after, before and after. So this is more useful when I'm cropping in, and the Super Sharp will help with the removal of the blurriness or the softness of the image. And just to make this image look a little bit better, I can go to the color section, increase the red saturation, and increase the orange, just like that. And now we can see the before and after, before and after. And just like that, in a couple of minutes, we were able to improve this cardinal that was photographed with a beginner Canon R100 pretty quick. Some of you may enjoy street photography or photographing people or even portraits. For me personally, I usually do travel photography, and most of the people I photograph, it's in their natural environment. But for those of you that enjoy portrait photography, Luminar Neo does offer a portrait section, and let me show that to you real quick. So I'm going to open up this photo right here. And this photo I photographed with a iPhone 12 Pro, and it looks pretty decent in terms of sharpness and so forth, but I can improve it by removing some of the blemishes. So I'm going to go to the portrait section right here. I'm going to go to face, and what I can do is I can slightly slim the face if I want, just like that. Then I can go to the eyes. I can whiten the eyes, the sclera area right here, just like that. So you can see it's a little bit whiter here. And then they have this eye enhancer tool, which kind of makes this eye or these eyes a little bit more dark or stand out a little bit more. It's a little bit more black. We do have the iris changing option right here of changing the color, but usually I like sticking with the original. And then we have the dark circle removal here. So pay attention to this area right here. I'm just going to quickly remove the dark circles, or at least reduce it. So let's see the before and after, before and after, just like that. This image is a lot better. I'm going to hide this face section, and I'm going to go to the skin section. This is a really good tool to remove the blemishes. So I'm going to remove the blemishes just like that. I overcooked it right here, so maybe it's better at around 50. And there's also this skin defects removal. So let me show that to you real quick. So I clicked on it. I'm going to zoom in right here. And if I show you the before and after, you can see some of the blemishes that were removed before and after. So just like that with this image, let me show you the before and after. I was able to adjust this image and remove the blemishes and some of the dark circles pretty quick. I can also remove the shine right here on the nose by clicking or dragging this shine removal tool here. Just like that, the shine is gone off of the face, or at least some of it. And let me show you the before and after using the split screen. Just like that. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 7 favorite tools in Luminar Neo. Keep in mind, Luminar Neo is not meant to replace Lightroom or Capture One or anything along those lines. It's more of a complement, or it's a tool for photographers that want to edit real quick with the assistance of AI. And if you're in doubt about getting Luminar Neo, they do offer a 30-day money-back guarantee. And if you enjoyed this review, you know what to do. And as always, live easy, sleep breezy, and stay lovely.